Wednesday, the 17th of January 2018. Welcome to the program. This is how your business day is getting started with us here on Channels Television with Business Morning, 10 o'clock every business day here from Lagos, Nigeria's financial capital. I am Bosun Omofaye. And if you're looking at what's in the news this morning, we'll try to find a few of them for you. And a few things that seems to be working across the last administration to the current one, and which the Buhari's administration is holding on to, was the UWIN program. If you remember, about 7 years ago was when the Jonathan's administration initiated the UWIN program. That program, when it was launched back then, was aimed at looking at young Nigerians who have innovative ideas and who will be able to get these ideas across with what you call the business plan and compete. Then they get some monies from the government, which was set aside to get them to get their business up and running. So the UWIN program is still alive and kicking. Yesterday, the finance minister, Kemi Adeosun, told the media that a total of about 11 billion naira has so far been disbursed to beneficiaries under the UWIN program, or the business competition program, which started about 8 years ago. The finance minister, Adeosun, says that 125.64 million naira will be presented. Of course, that was presented yesterday to the final 61 beneficiaries in the third edition of the program. So you got 61 Nigerians who have business ideas that the government has now released the sum of 125.6 million naira to them to get their business up and running. The Buhari's administration has disbursed a total of 8.522 billion naira since the administration came into office on May 29, 2015. And that's where we are as far as the UWIN. And you also can win under this program. Just put your ideas together. And that's not an editorial for the UWIN program, but it's a program of the government of getting the young and those who are interested in SMEs, creative business ideas, to get some funding and get going, some grants, as it were, from the government. Let's move on to the business of budgeting. We're still looking to the upper and the lower legislative houses, what you call the Senate and the junior colleagues at the House of Reps, to give us the final budget of 2018. The draft presented last December by the president is still being discussed. Now, the House of Reps are now back from their Christmas and New Year siesta. So they got back to the chambers yesterday and they joined their senior colleagues who resumed a little bit earlier than them in the new year to discuss the budget of 2018. So the debate is still going on with some heads of MDAs, what they call the ministries, departments and agencies, defending the various appropriations that are presented last year by the president, including the projects that are contained under those numbers. So that conversation is going on. Meantime, the House of Reps yesterday says some MDAs are not cooperating enough and not stepping forward on time to allow the legislature to expedite the budget scrutiny that is now already behind schedule. We expected to have a brand new budget in a brand new year, 1st of January 2018, that has since gone underwater. Meantime, there's no word yet from the Buhari's administration, the executive branch, on how much of the unfinished budget of 2017 is being rolled over into 2018 fiscal year. But the Nigerian Stock Exchange has its own medium-term phase 2 of its own strategic plan. And that was what Oscar Onyema, the CEO at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, yesterday unveiled to the media. The briefing was a bit of a look back into 2017. We know the numbers from 2017. So let's just say in summary, what Oscar and the rest of his team's medium-term strategic plan 2018-2021 looks like. Of course, Oscar Onyema has finished his first 5-year term. He's now in his second term as the head of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. He was formerly engaged by the exchange in the first quarter, around early second quarter of 2011. So having spent the first 5-6 years at the exchange, Oscar is now moving the exchange to the second phase. And the focus of the 2018-2021 strategic plan of the NSE will be to boost domestic retail segment of the market and enhance the stock exchange to become a flexible public company or demutualized exchange. The NSE is looking to see the law backing the plan to go public completed in 2018. The stock exchange is also planning to launch exchange-traded derivatives in 2018 in the new year. End of this month is the January 31st is the date set by the stock exchange for contributions to the new exchange-traded products draft law that has been put together. So if you have comments on how to set the rules around the ETS or the ETPs, then you got to get in touch with the stock exchange. This will be collated and then provided the platform for more exchange-traded products to come up on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And the exchange is also targeting Buhari's privatization. That's part of what we heard towards the end of last year from the administration. There will be some privatization of some government assets in 2018, moving towards 2019, as the government looks to plug the deficits in its budget and allow some public entities or part of the shares go into the hands of the private sector. The exchange will also plan to adopt and implement market-friendly policies. Where we're going to go to adopt and support and implement market-friendly policies. We're going to see that. Meantime, Oscar Onyema cautioned yesterday that in the countdown to the 2019 general elections and currency movements, those two will have some effects on equities, but expected a bit of a slowdown in the equities market this year to be short-lived. Those are some of the plans from the Nigerian Stock Exchange 2018-2021. That's it in summary.